on, let's go, boy!
What is going on, folks? We're back, Morphin Metacast. How's it going, Prime?
Guten Tag, my dude. Konnichiwa, bitches. And we know it's been a minute. Kept y'all waiting.
Well, life happens, but our fans know this. They understand. We're all adults here and stuff. I think it's funny that we're doing Carranger, which ties into the current state of Super Sentai and Power Ranger fandom in a weird way. Given the
you would swear
Carranger, it just feels like we just somehow these things just hits in our laps sometimes. Prime.
I'm gonna say you would think we planned this shit out. We don't.
It was just a month and a half ago. It was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do Carranger next. Didn't even think about what was gonna happen down the pipeline, and then it's like, oh god. So yeah, jumping in hot. So basically, the Power Ranger show that Hasbro is doing, it finally got listed as actually being in production. So it's not just an imaginary thing that me and Prime and a lot of us have been joking about for years. It's actually going into production. And I'm like, okay, so cool, I guess. Got you. But what happened is that I don't know if it's Toei. Basically, we were told that Super Sentai is ending. And per usual of the online space, everybody was basically, kind of like, oh my God, I knew it. It was over. And, I forgot who was doing the reporting that they were citing, toy sales and all that stuff going down, which honestly, I just chuck it up as they still made money off the toys, but it wasn't as much as they normally would get off those toy sales. Basically, that's how I took it.
Yeah, that's the same takeaway I had from it, which was kind of fucking hilarious to me that all of a sudden everybody's like financial or forensic accountings now. Everyone's like, all of a sudden everybody got MFBAs all of a sudden. Oh, for real? Oh, okay. Cool.
See, I wasn't going to go there, but you're right. I couldn't even get the words out, but you're right, forensic accounting.
I'm like, so that's what we're doing now on Toku Twitter? Oh, okay,
you got
cool.
Toei's books, guys? I don't have Toei's books. Shit.
I wasn't aware y'all were Ben Affleck. Goddamn. Okay, sure.
So all of us logical people were like, no, there's too much money on the table for them to just dip out of this. No, there has to be something more. So all of us logical was like, yeah, go ahead.
I was like, yeah, and I feel like it's not as much as it has been as past, because like then they were throwing up numbers comparing it to like Ultraman and Kamen Rider, which by the way, like compared to other franchises in the books, like they're not making as much money as other things are making. So like let's call a spade a spade. Like,
I mean, Ultraman is making money off them DVD sales pretty much.
Well, yeah, but it's not as I was say. Well, it's always with companies, like they're not making as much money as they want to be making, because ideally corporations want to be making all of the money,
which is impossible, because I need people to understand there's only a finite amount of money that you can make. That's just what it is. And these businesses, year of our Lord 2025, still don't get that. And I'm baffled on that, because I'm like,
it's like this mindset of unsustainable growth. Like it's what's killing so much shit. Like it's fucking maddening to watch greed destroy so fucking much.
Sorry.
Nah, you good, pimp.
Nah, that is there. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Right. And so like, yeah, then the comparisons, like whatever. And again, like when it was first announced, because before they announced, because it came out through like a reputable, semi-reputable site that they were going to be ending after Gojuger.
Yeah.
And as always, a lot of people in the fandom were running around like chickens with their heads cut off.
Like, oh my God, it's over. I'm like,
right, like let's pump the brakes. Like I think I posted that meme, like not everything needs reaction, like learn to sit back and observe.
Yeah, just let it marinate for a minute. Like it's right. And I think and I said it before too, like even outside of like Power Rangers, just in terms of media in totality, I think a lot of folks, because of the social media platforms where they got to say something about it, whether it's on TikTok, YouTube, or whatever.
Right. Like, you know what?
Sit on it and just be like, all right, let's see where this goes. I don't want to freak out too much. Because I mean, and that's a human habit. I'm not even going to sit there and fault those folks. That's a human habit to react.
No. And you know what? You brought a good perspective from that. I didn't even think about it, consider till you just brought it up. But like a lot of people are, let's just say, incentivized to have reactions.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like people are like, oh my god, like look, I know what the game
That's
is
cool.
and I have things
Do
play. Like
do
it's fine.
what you do.
Do
I get
you?
it. It ain't my
Do what you
ministry,
gotta do.
but I get it.
Right. For saying not my circus, not my elephants, but you do what you got to do. I understand. Right.
Yeah.
And so like the reaction from Wild and Wild, because like as always, you know me, CJ, I was getting my jokes off. Like that's one thing I did do. Like I didn't give any like in-depth analysis like other people.
I was laughing. It was you.
But I was cracking jokes.
You and Rolliver. It was you, Rolliver, and a couple other folks that were just making jokes, and I was fucking cracking the fuck up on that shit.
Because I'm gonna get my jokes off. That's gonna happen regardless. And then to see these like sensitive bitch ass niggas, like,
why are you joking?
Like,
oh god, I'm like, guys, chill. Like it's a joke. Like what are we doing?
It's not that serious because unlike you, I don't make an entire television show my whole personality. I'm able to like look back at things objectively and make jokes and make these like off the cuffs observations because bro, it's not that fucking serious.
Also folks, you know, even if Super Sentai was definitely ending, you can always go back and watch the old shows. They're there. It's not like they're just going to disappear into the ether. Like it's
right. And it's not the first time that a franchise over at Toei has had to stop for a little while. I'm looking at you, Kamen Rider.
Yeah, all what 1990 all the way to 2000, basically.
Right. And you know, and sometimes maybe absence makes the heart grow fonder. Now, I will say one thing that I found not funny. What's the word I'm looking for? Is it bittersweet? Is it sardonic, nostalgic?
Yeah.
Is that seeing like a lot of the actors, like they were finding out as the rest of us were finding out.
They found it out with us. That's no, I always said that's the worst. That's the worst feeling ever if you're an actor. And this happens to people here in America too, in Hollywood, where an actor will find out their show got canceled because somebody told them during a press junket and they're looking stupid like I didn't know the show was over. Are you kidding me?
I just went in for a fitting.
Oh, case in point. And I felt bad for the fucking cast of this. Why the Last Man? I had interviewed the cast at New York Comic Con, right? Not even like I think not even 2 days after New York Comic Con, the news came out that they canceled Why the Last Man. And I was like, oh my God. They were so excited that they were going to get another season. And then to find out that shit got canceled after they got back from New York Comic Con, I felt so bad for those actors.
What'd you say, CJ? Grand opening, grand closing.
Oh, bro, that was like, man. Like I literally had the videos. I was editing them, and then now I'm like, do I put it up?
Solidarity, I guess. And
yeah.
Yeah, like I'm also talking about like the old actors, like Boken Black. He was on the timeline, like going at it, bro. He was,
he was fighting for his life,
bro. He was offered all kinds of like analysis and saying like he all but told this one dude to shut the fuck up in like real like polite Japanese man kind of way. That shit was mad fucking funny.
To be fair,
hilarious.
To be fair, he has every right because he has more skin in the game on this shit than anybody else. So it's like,
right.
That's fair.
And I'm just like, first of all, Boken Black, why are you arguing with Rolling on Dubs 420, man? Let that man leave that man alone.
Well, to be fair, Prime, he doesn't understand the internet, so I'll give him grace. Some people don't understand the internet. I give him grace. Like, all right, cool. He don't know. He don't understand.
You know what? And I respect him for being in the trenches, but like, man, sometimes you gotta like take some tactical retreats, bro.
Cut your losses. Cut your losses, bro.
So why even argue with these people?
You Boken Black, you don't have to answer for nothing. Just let it ride, man.
For the sake, because at any moment you can bust out that image, silence Black.
Right?
That fucking me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh God. Dude, it's and so what ended up happening was, and it was the funniest shit ever because all of us, and I had some people on Blue Sky that were like, well, you don't know that they're, revamping it and they're repackaging it as something else. I'm like, no, I've been around the block to know these things because even outside of Toku fandom, I've seen companies repackage something into something different if it's not working out and stuff. Because I think to your point, Prime, absence does make the heart grow fonder when you miss something for a while. Like, think about it like this. In the comic book world, Thor was off the table at Marvel for like I think 2 to 3 years. I think at one point.
Yeah, that was right after that
Civil
Ragnarok.
War.
That's right around when J. Michael Scavinci relaunched it.
Yeah, so we're talking like Thor was out of pocket for like all throughout all of Civil War. And he didn't come back until after Civil War, actually. So like Thor was going through a lot of major events after like Disassembled and Ragnarok. So when he came back, it was a big deal. Like, JMS came in there and did his thing, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Thor's back!" And it did help the book. It helped the character. You know,
Right.
kind of had
Sometimes you
the
gotta-
MCU synergy a little bit at that time too. So it worked out. You know,
one of my favorite Thor costumes at the time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, like I feel like I know a lot of people are in their emotions because this has been a show that's been on the air like for 50 years. Like
50
that is
consistent years, like just
that's part consecutive years. Like that is
no
an
breaks.
impressive fucking feat, bro.
I mean, Super Sentai and Ultraman were pretty much just consistent year in. Well, hold up, did Ultraman have a break?
Not so much. No, Ultraman cut off after 80. It was gone for a while. Then there were like specials like the anime and the Earth, and then they had like
Tiga was the one that
Tiga's what kicked it off. Like there were experiments like Ultraman Great, Ultraman Powered.
Yeah.
Then Tiga's what brought them back in around 1996. Ironically, the same year that Carranger aired.
Yes. So basically, and it was the funniest shit ever. And I'm mad, Prime, you called it. And you joked like, what if they call it something generic or something like that for the new revamp, right? And it came out.
I swear to God.
I
do not have, bro. I do not have inside sources. I promise you, I'm just joking. And then when I say shit, I'm just joking.
But they came out, and now Super Sentai is called Universe Heroes. And here's the reason why. So when Saban made the deal to get Power Rangers, to do Power Rangers, and had to deal with Toei, basically it was in perpetuity with Sentai. So basically, Sentai and Power Rangers had a symbiotic relationship in a way. So even if Hasbro, I think even if Hasbro didn't option to do any adaptations, especially for like Tokuger or any of that stuff, they couldn't bring those Sentais here in the US in any way, shape, or form at all. It had to be blessed by Hasbro in order, Hasbro or Saban or whoever owns Power Rangers for that to happen. And the current running theory is that Toei saw the ratings for Kamen Rider Zeets being simulcast and was like, what if we do this for Super Sentai? And hence why it's Universe Heroes now, which that actually makes sense.
And again, like I haven't read the contract, so I'm not a contract lawyer. Again, I'm just a simple, humble shit poster.
Yeah.
But I did see a couple of pages from the contract, and what fucking tripped me out was the phrase like was one what you said in perpetuity and in all territories, including what was it like the known universe? Like who the fuck? Like
I want to know they look. I need people to understand. Toei and Saban handshook and did this contract. Like they were like, yeah, this is great. And I mean, it's kind of like the deal Marvel did where they gave Spider-Man to Sony and all this stuff. Nobody was really thinking at the time of what was going to be sort of like what was going to come of that. They just did it because they needed to get out of bankruptcy and they needed to make money. So I can understand Toei's perspective at that time making that deal with Saban because it's like, well, it's Power Rangers. They're just adapting our stuff. Whatever. Cool. And probably not even thinking about the long-term ramifications of what that would mean if they want to try to make this thing global, basically. And
I think maybe they always thought that the Power Ranger thing was always going to be there because of the deal with Saban. It's going to be that, like you said, a symbiotic relationship. So, like, again, I don't know. I wasn't in the business rooms with them. I wasn't in any of those discussions. And so, like, I don't know what the thinking is. I mean, we can speculate all day.
Yeah.
And so, like you say, it's really funny to seeing that at this whole entire time, because, like, I think somebody was posting like the sales charts and like right around when Power Rangers was sold to Hasbro, that's when some of the sales for Super Sentai started to dip because Bandai didn't have access or it wasn't selling toys anymore, so they didn't have that stream of revenue anymore. And it's just like, I don't know, Oh, it's just funny to me to see that they just had that close of a symbiotic relationship, like they were both feeding each other.
Yeah, it's like one arm watching the other because you have to imagine because right when they were doing Samurai, they were already on what Go Buster at that point, right?
Oh shit!
Were they
No,
almost?
we got
Were they
Samurai.
I'm trying to think. They were almost finished with what I forgot what season they were done with at that point.
You know what? It might have been Go, because weren't they on Kyoger at that time? Because we took that break.
Yeah, we took that break for the reversion of Power Rangers for that brief time, which that was a weird moment. And then they went into Samurai. So I think they were finishing up Go Buster at that point. I think
it's
Go
either
Buster.
Go Buster or Kyoger. It's either one
of
of
the two. Yeah, one of the two. But like, I have to imagine with Samurai playing over here, it probably boosted sales of Shinkinger over there because of that, most likely.
Right. Then they could double dip when they did the Japanese dub airing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, exclusive to what was it? The Tokusatsu fan club was that?
It was a Toku fan club that had the exclusive dub, and then somebody leaked it on YouTube later on, which cool, but like, oh yeah, no, he said they were going on Go Kaiger into Go Busters at that point. All right, so yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they were. I forgot Go Kaiger was kicking around at the time. Yeah, so but yeah, so them changing it to Universe Heroes was just funny to me because I was like, well, and I think to your point that you made was, what if this means that all of a sudden we still see the previous Sentai heroes, but they're Universe Heroes now? And I'm like, that would be fucking hilarious.
That's probably going to be like, I see a lot of people also joking about like this is just them giving us a Space Squad with extra steps, which sure. I mean, like I say, like I don't. We'll see what the future holds. Like, we don't know anything because, like, again, right around all this came out, they were talking about what the next Sentai was going to be. So maybe that got shelved. Maybe some of those elements are going to be retooled. We do know that there's a trademark now for Super Space Sheriff Gavin Infinity, which,
I mean, I'm all for Metal Hero comeback. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I feel Discotech in those Metal Hero releases is probably what sparked this.
You know what? It could be a little bit. It could be like a perfect storm of a lot of things coming all together and coalescing into one.
Because I mean, people got access to some of these Metal Hero shows now that Discotech is putting them out, and especially with that interest and with the way Discotech promotes it, like it's not surprising that they're like, when I saw Space Sheriff Gavin Infinity, I was like, oh, we're bringing back the Metal Hero, Frank. Okay, shit, because we haven't. Because I think the last Space Sheriff anything they did was that tie-in with Deca Ranger and what was it?
Space Squad.
Yeah, Space Squad, basically. Yeah, that was the last time. That was, damn, what year was that?
Wasn't that around? Somebody help us out. Help us out. That was like running around Q Ranger.
Space Squad.
Help us out, chat.
So that was 20.
I was right.
2018. Yeah, 2018. So
I was right.
Q Ranger versus Space Squad. Yeah. Yeah, Q Ranger versus Space Squad. Yeah. So that's 28. Yeah, so that was 2018. Which, yeah, I mean, I'm really curious on if we're going to get our boy back as Gavin. Because, I mean,
you know what? I'm going to say Kenji Yoba got a rest. I don't know if they're going to bring back Type G. I would hope they don't bring back Type G.
I mean, that could.
It sounds like it's going to probably be a brand new Gavin. And I saw somebody like posting like spoilers or rumors that was going to be like a red Gavin, and I'm like, so that just sounds like Scheider with extra.
That's all it is.
Sounds like Starryvon with extra steps.
It really is. It's like, all right, cool. I mean, sure. I mean, look, anything Space Sheriff, I'm gonna watch. I'm very curious. Like I said, I'm just waiting for that teaser trailer to drop or something with the suit design. That's all I'm waiting for. So
here's my big question now. So like at the end of Gojuger, are they gonna do a hero handoff? Like that's my big question. That'll answer a lot of my questions and concerns. Like,
if it turns into,
I need to know.
That would be funny if it turns into like we're going into a new universe and then it's the handoff into a new universe to whatever new.
No, I'm like just straight off Goju Wolf just like hand claps Red Gavin or whatever, and I'm like, okay, cool, okay,
yeah.
They know what the deal is. All right,
yeah, because the people don't know. Okay, so what Prime was saying, like Kamen Rider took a break for a while, and in the space of Kamen Rider taking a break, the Metal Hero franchise pretty much filled that void up until basically Kuga came out, and that's when Metal Heroes pretty much was done, basically. Because I want to say, was it Kabuto was the last one? I think.
No, what was it? Kabutak and that sequel series with the cutesy robots, Robotak and Kabutak.
Hold on, let me. I think it was after Kabuto. So yeah, Kabutak and Robotak, and that was it. And after '98, that was it. And then like 2 years after that, boom, Kamen Rider's back. Yeah, so yeah. I mean, look, that's a good run to have. That is a really good run to go from '82 all the way to 1998. Pretty good.
Pretty good run. And I feel like we said a long time ago that we didn't know if Metal Hero could come back because so many elements of it were cannibalized for Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. Mm-hmm. And I guess Toei said, "Hold our fucking beer.
We can do this. We can bring it back. It's possible." And I mean, even if Super Sentai was going on a break, again, I think a lot of fans would be fine with it because we got Kamen Rider and Ultraman right there. So, it's not like
some of us would be because, like, again, those people who make these shows their whole identities, they were like, what am I gonna watch now? I'm like, the other shows that are airing. Like, I don't.
Zeets is like simulcast. I've seen a lot. You know what? I will say this. God bless social media. I have been seeing a lot of people on IG doing reactions to a lot of the Zets episodes that have been simulcast, and I'm actually happy seeing that because it's like, oh, people are watching it. Cool. This is a good thing.
Are you keeping up? Are you keeping up with Zeets?
I'm like 4 episodes behind. I've been digging it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm caught up. It's I'm watching it live. Like it's the only TV show right now that I make my schedule around. So I can catch the live broadcast is it's on.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been subscribed. I follow the official Tokusatsu channel, so I'd be getting them notifications like, oh, next episode is coming up. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Yeah, I mean, I love the suit. I just love the simplicity of the suit because it just has that track sort of suit look to it. But you still I didn't know how I was going to feel about the belt being like a sash, but it actually works.
So
I'm actually digging.
I like
that. That's also the concept of it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of vibing. When I'm vibing with the concept and a lot of the stunt work. Like I think it has really good stunts. The only negative thing right now that I could say is that I feel like some of the lore is too slow of a burn. And I don't think and I don't think it's using the dream motif fully to its advantage.
I think it looks like they're stepping away from that motif, and that's a shame a little bit, at least from where I'm at right now. Cause I'm like,
right.
You guys are kind of getting away from the thing that was actually getting me engaged in the show. I'm not saying I'm be disengaged, but it's kind of like,
Or back to our point, since they're bringing back Gavin, maybe they had to scale some of that back because a lot of Gavin shit, like the Maku space, a lot of that was really trippy dream shit. So maybe they're like, hold on now, let's not put too much dip on the chip now.
Let's just chill right now, and then we'll figure it out.
Right, we'll see.
Yeah, but like I said, I've been digging it so far. It's been a pretty good show and stuff. So I'm like I said, I'm very curious to see how it I'm really want to see if it sticks the landing, because I know a lot of people were kind of 50-50 on Gav's ending, which I need to go back and actually finish watching that show because I kind of stopped after what was it? I think I hit up to close to 20 and that kind of
wow
about it. Yeah.
I enjoyed Gav. The only thing about it, Gav, I didn't didn't enjoy as much was the bitter Gav arc. They should have wrapped that shit up in 2 episodes. And
so they dragged that shit out.
They dragged that shit too out. And
damn,
some of the choices they made with Valen. But other than that, I like the ending. Because a lot of it reminds me of the ending. Well, a lot of it reminded me a little bit of the ending to Black and Black RX. It has some elements of those 2 endings.
Oh, okay.
And it's and thematically, I think it fit with Soma's character. So I wasn't too upset with it or too disappointed with it. How I kind of was a little bit with Gachard's ending, for example.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, Oh yeah, also with all this stuff with Sentai, Power Rangers Prime is basically done in the comics.
Oh no. Anyway,
I mean, look, I'll say this. I actually have been liking the VR Troopers comic. I ain't gonna lie. That's actually they're finishing that up, I think, in a couple of months. That storyline's been pretty good in VR Troopers. And I'm actually happy to see VR Troopers kind of get a little bit of a resurgence because of that comic.
speaking of Metal Heroes.
Yeah. Ironically, funny enough, at Ranger Stop this past week in Orlando, I believe Sarah Brown was down there at Ranger Stop, which I'm like, okay, so she's out there now because I want to say it was 2 months ago. JB, Caitlin, and Ryan, the actors, they actually did a meetup, VR Troopers meetup at one of the conventions out in California, and I was like, damn it, I think it was in Burbank. It was like a Burbank convention. And
I think I saw that on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, that's making me wonder. I'm like, are they gonna be at Power Morphicon? Because I will definitely take my ass to Power Morphicon if all three of them are there. Like, because I just feel, look, if they, that's kind of what's making me kind of like really like baffled on a lot of decisions with Power Rangers in the States, because now it's like, now you're gonna get Toei not only getting people's reaching with Kamen Rider, with Zets getting the multi showings, but now you're going to introduce pretty much another Toku franchise to American audiences that may have people probably really looking at this Hasbro Power Rangers show sideways if it ain't up to snuff.
It probably won't be.
Because, yeah. And the thing of it is, it's hard for me to really imagine what this Hasbro version of what Power Rangers is going to look like for this new show, because my worst fears is that they're going to CW-fy it, but not
it's
in a way
100%.
Like I know it's not going to be on some Arrowverse shit, which at least it had some action that was worth a damn to capture your attention. It feels like it's going to be more leaning on the drama aspect of it, and it's like, that's not Power Rangers. I mean, the drama is good, but like, we need people in suits doing flips in multicolored outfits. That's what I need.
That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for. The drama is great, but we want to see some kicking and punching and flashing lights. that's what the kids want. Which is ultimately, yeah, that's what kids like. They like that shit.
Right. So like, again, not everything needs a reaction. I'm gonna wait and see. And see.
Yeah. So on the toy front, they're releasing the model kits for the Time Robo and the Time Shadow, which I saw pictures of, and I was like, my interest is piqued, because you mean to tell me I can get a model kit of Time Shadow and Time Robo? All right, cool. I'll buy it. I don't know how much it's going to be, but yeah. But I think it's supposed to be releasing on premium. Of course, it's Premium Bandai. Why wouldn't it be Premium Bandai? Jesus,
because that's how they get you.
Hopefully, it's Premium Bandai America. I can get it too, because that would suck if it's just a Japan only thing. That's money.
You know what I'm gonna say? I don't know, because this is Power Ranger related.
Oh, damn.
Might fuck you over there, bro.
That's on top of Trump's goofy ass tariffs. Shit.
Listen.
That shit's been running. Look, I'm mad that these tariffs are really wreaking havoc on the nerdum community in ways that it's like fucking us up from getting good things. Because there was an artist out here that was doing commissions for like different Toku art, and he was saying how the tariffs made it to where he can't ship out artwork to people anymore now because of it. And I was like, man, because he has some dope artwork. He has some dope Kamen Rider 01 stuff. He had stuff from Ultraman Blazar. Like, it was dope artwork. I think I might have liked it on Blue Sky, but like, that sucks, man. And I'm hoping that these. What you say?
I said that's that bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, because you know when they said the tariffs, I was like, what does that mean for like Toku Collectibles and all that stuff? And Toku Collectibles like, oh no, we're fine. Like we're not gonna raise our prices because of tariffs. Fuck that, right?
That's a lie.
Yeah, I know, but
Have you been on their site? That's a lie.
you gotta get people's hopes up in some way. But I knew I was like, there's a caveat to this because there's no way. There it is. So
That's
I don't
how
know.
they get you.
I mean, hey, but if you can go to Toku Collectibles and you can see them at a convention, I suggest you buy them now while you see them at a convention, because otherwise, you're kind of SOL on that end. Quick question. Actually not a question. I went to the Tamashii Nation store in New York at Times Square. Adulting is knowing when to have self-restraint to just walk away so you don't spend money.
Well, CJ, I went to the Tamashii Nation store in Tokyo. In Akihabara.
How did you fare?
I have to say, like, I am surprised at the level of restraint that I have.
I'm shocked. You're at the source.
I didn't say I didn't leave with nothing. I'm just saying I'm surprised in my restraint.
I was like, you left with nothing? That is shocking.
I didn't say that now, my nigga.
I just presumed.
Right. And I was able to go to the actual like display and see all the upcoming figures and shit, and it is beautiful.
Promising.
Yeah, it's
I mean, can you give people a flavor of what you saw?
Yeah, so they have they showed the complete Gojuger team, including Goju Polar. They also showed off Seo Shinken Red, Ultraman Max and Ultraman Noao and Nexus.
Really?
Yeah. They also showed off a brand new Gavin. Again, Metal Heroes coming full circle. They priming that pump all around, bro.
Jeez.
Some new Garos. G3 and Gills from Amazon. I mean, not Amazon. G3 and Gills from Agito.
Wow.
See, I was thinking about Gills and thinking about Amazon. My bad.
No, I mean, look, that's a perfect mistake to make. I mean, it is
perfectly reasonable. Black RX is getting a renewal figure.
Oh, nice.
Looks nice. Where's my phone? I can go through and do this
live,
baby.
Mad Chocolate brought this up because Black Friday. If you're trying to get the Super Sentai DVDs, I suggest you get it right now. If it's because it's on sale. I think Deca Ranger is $20. It's $20.
That's what's up.
Get it. Get it now.
If you even like have an inkling, like, well, maybe I want this, just go ahead and buy it now. Just go
ahead and get it now. Abba Ranger, I think, is $30. So I'm like, get it now. Just go ahead and get it now. My collection, I think I got all of them up to this point now. So I'm like, do it now.
Because we never know this is gonna happen ever again.
Hey, listen, look, that's why I tell folks like, when Discotech, because I think Discotech just announced that they released what was it? What was the new? I think what was the new Metal Hero one that they announced? Fuck.
Not. What's the one after Soul Brain? What's the one after Soul Brain?
Was it? What?
Help us out, chat.
Sheriff? No, it's not Sheriff. Damn it. See, now I got actually, hold up. I think so
it's the one after Soul Brain.
See, Jam Person? No, Jam Person they already released. I think the C draft. I think the Z draft.
I thought that was already out. Oh, that's just now coming out? My bad.
Hold on.
My bad. I'm thinking about Winspector. My fault.
Yeah. Hold
on. The other colored robot one.
All right. So okay, now I got it. So they got the list right here. I finally got it. All right. So Metal Heroes. Okay, there it is. So the Metal Hero ones they did was Gavin, Sherivan, Shader, Just Beyond, G-Bon, Wing Spectre, Soul Brain, Exceed Draft, and Jam Person. Jam Person was the last one. Soul Brain was the one they just released.
Yeah, because the Soul Brain came out with Kakaider and I
Yeah,
think X.
yeah. So yeah, that's the one so far. So hey, look, we're almost getting there to where we're gonna end up seeing, some of the other ones for sure.
I'm like, they're right there at
Spielbane,
B Fighter.
Spielbane definitely like it might end up hitting for sure. So
Right, so we right there with Metal Dur and
yep,
B Fighter. Come on, man.
this is there. It's there. Them shits are gonna sell like hotcakes.
I'm gonna buy two.
Look. I'm also happy that Garo got DVD releases. I told folks if you really got an inkling for it, get the Garo releases too as well if you can.
Oh hell yeah! Shout out to the homies over at Discotheque.
Yeah, and Kikator. So they got some heaters over at Discotheque.
I'm sorry, not Discotheque. No, Discotheque isn't doing Garo. That's Media Blasters. My bad.
Oh, Media Blasters. Damn, I don't know why I thought it was Discotheque. My bad.
I was saying that's the other homies. They're all having a band for band right now.
Yeah, Media Blasters. They're the ones that put out that dope Kamen Rider 3-pack movie 3-pack that I got. Aren't they doing Kamen Rider the next and
the first? Yeah, that should be coming out. Like I got mine pre-ordered. I need to check and see what the updates on that is.
Yeah, it's we're getting there. We are getting there. Speaking of which, we're getting Godzilla -0. So that's happening.
I still don't know how I feel about that.
What's your trepidations?
All right. So I don't feel like it needed a direct sequel. I feel like as a standalone, self-contained Godzilla story, I feel like that's fine. Now, if we were getting another movie with by that same director,
yeah,
setting up a whole new universe, or whatever, I'll be fine with that. But the fact that it's a direct sequel, I'm like, what left is there more to say? Like, you can always follow a different character, but it's like, I don't know, man.
Unless they're going with the idea of like that spoilers for Godzilla -1. They defeat Godzilla, but it's implied that like he's going to eventually regenerate back to Godzilla proper. It's just going to take a long while. That's what at least the ending implied. So it's like, I get why you went for the sequel thing, but like at the same time, like you said, what story is there to tell? Because it made sense with -1 because you're telling the story of this guy who was a failed kamikaze pilot, and now it's like a redemption for him to be able to kind of like do that. All right, cool. You told a personal story with Godzilla. Great. What's the next one going to be? Like, what's the story with that?
And then if your argument is, well, you can just tell a different story following somebody else, then why is it a direct sequel then? You know what I'm saying? Like, then why
we gonna get the scientists again? I guess. Sure, cool. I'm not mad at it. It's just, hey, I hope the story is good. That's the only thing I can hope for.
Right.
So, oh, did you hear this?
Oh, the setup with the leech-like creatures all in the chat. I think you might be thinking of Shin Godzilla.
Shin Godzilla was the one where they froze him, and it was the tail that had all the monsters in it, basically.
Just mutating into like human Godzillas, yeah.
Yeah. So Anno is doing another Shin movie. Want to take a guess on what it is, Prime?
Spoil me, sir.
Shin Complete Thunderbirds. He's doing the Thunderbirds movie, and I'm like, damn. And you know what's funny? I kind of forgot that he actually helped with the Complete Thunderbirds collection that came out.
Yeah, I know he'll be a fucking fanboy because Super Ride was a fanboy.
Yeah, look, when they said like this caught me off guard. I think all of us was like, so you're gonna do Shin Go Ranger? That was what all of us were kind of snarking on, right? So when I was like, he's doing Thunderbirds, I'm not mad at it. It's just
Shin Go Ranger. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like we're getting Thunderbirds.
Okay.
All right, cool. I'm really you know what? Because I'm sick like that. I hope he don't even update the graphics. We still get those fucking like miniatures of the plane still.
CJ, you think Ano's not gonna do that? You think he's not gonna have the medals miniatures?
I know you're gonna have the models.
The game, baby.
But here's the thing. We watched Shin Kamen Rider. Every bit of it felt like it was an updated version of the 70s, Kamen Rider in terms of how they did the visuals and stuff. Like it was just updated visuals, but it still had that 70s like flavor to it, in everything that was happening with the fight scenes and all that stuff. So I'm like, so I know it's going to give us like the models, but it's just going to be updated, right? All right, cool. I'm fine with that. That's cool. I'm really curious on how that's going to look. I guess that's where I'm kind of coming at with it.
If it looks anything like Shin Ultraman or Shin Godzilla, I think it'll be fine. I think we're good.
I mean, look, yeah. So that would be great, man. Yeah, you know what? I totally forgot about that. So yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. I like how you just name dropped that you were in Tokyo. So like, how did that trip even happen? Was that like a long time coming?
So long story TLDR. So one of our friends who used to live in Japan, they recently moved out and had money in the country.
Oh,
they were trying to get out, but they couldn't because if they did get it out, they were like, you're gonna take like a hit on a loss on return on all that.
Yeah.
And they just said, fuck it. I just bought y'all a plane ticket and a hotel. Y'all go to Japan for me.
Hey, I would take that deal immediately.
I mean, like, why would I say no?
Who am I to say no to a trip to Japan?
Right. Who am I to disagree with your generosity there?
Because I saw your pictures and I was like, is Prime in Japan? I was like, well, maybe that's why you probably couldn't do Morphin Cast. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, like I said, I can't let y'all know all my moves, otherwise the haters will sabotage me.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you don't want people stalking you while you're enjoying yourself. I get it. I totally understand. I mean, look, there are plenty of, I know people, co-workers, and even like friends that I've made in walks of life that they'll go on a trip and they won't post it until they get back into the States. And then they'll post it.
Oh, bro. I was already like a week and a half back before I started posting pictures.
So you posted, I was like, oh, that's probably why Prime isn't going to be able to do. All right, I get it. And then you was like, oh yeah, I can do it Friday. I was like, oh, he must be already back in town. All right, cool. That makes sense. Oh yeah, Ano will definitely do some shit like this. Like Team America, we're straight.
Absolutely. It's like, we're doing this. This right here, we're doing this.
Yeah. Another piece of news that came out with all the Toku stuff. The actress from Gozuger, she got fired from the show and released by her agency due to her underage drinking. Allegedly underage drinking. And Sue, he lived in Japan, and I was asking him, I'm like, that seems pretty harsh with what they do. And Sue was like, oh no, like the Japanese entertainment industry apparently is like strict as fuck when it comes to like
on
how you
things.
maneuver. Yeah, on certain things, but they definitely have a zero tolerance type shit compared to like here in America, where it's like if there was if one of the kids from fucking Stranger Things allegedly underage drink, it would be a controversy for a hot minute, but it ain't gonna you're not your career isn't over. Basically, it's just like everybody get their jokes in, they'll do a little PR thing, and that's it. But over in Japan, that's it. You're done. And I was like, damn. And it kind of sparked a lot of people having conversations about it. And it's like, look, I'm not in the Japanese industry. I know people have talked at length about it. It sucks for her, but it is what it is. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Right. It is some bullshit.
It is for sure.
Right. And we as outsiders, we can have a lot of takes and conversations about it, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel the type of way about it. I think that's some hot bullshit because they didn't even have definitive proof. I think one of the statements was because she worked at the bar that served alcohol, they more likely than not, she probably did underage drinking. Like, so y'all didn't know for sure.
Yeah, it was just they try to. It felt like they were going under the optics aspect of it, which
Right.
even then that's bullshit because it's like okay,
And
it's not like kids are gonna hook up and drink if they like, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird.
And then before that, like they were coming at that girl because they found out that she was half Filipino. Is it half Filipino?
Yeah, yeah, she's half Filipino.
Right. And so like tabloids and shit were attacking her. So like her agency didn't do anything or any moves to like help her or protect her image during any of that.
And that was the damning thing because it's like that's your talent, protect her. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
and so like, yeah, we can talk about like how the entertainment industry over there is different. We can also talk about a lot of the how can I navigate this as tactfully as possible? A lot of the xenophobia over there.
oh yeah, it's hella xenophobia. Like,
so like there's a lot of shit going on over there. And it's like, and it's just really sad and depressing that this young girl had her career destroyed or I don't even know destroyed. Let's just say she was railroaded to the sideline on a supposition and not any like hardcore evidence or hardcore facts, just a lot of gossip and hearsay. That's bullshit. But also that said, we are outsiders.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like I got sometimes I got to pull myself back and go, you know what? This is their culture. A lot of things I may not agree with it, and there are a lot of things in my culture that I don't agree with.
Oh yeah.
But it's not for me to judge or pass judgment, I should say. But other people's cultures is for me to respect. I may not agree with a lot of things, but like I just have to sometimes just throw my hands up and go, it's a different culture.
Yeah, I mean that's really what it is. It's
bullshit.
It's bullshit.
I don't agree with it.
You know,
I don't agree with it.
I mean, look, it's one of those things where it's like, as people here in America, like other countries will critique us, and if it's a fair critique, like I'm not gonna sit there and buck on that. It's like, well, that's fair. The fuck am I gonna sit there and do? They got a point about our like. I had a discussion with somebody about like America's foreign policy stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's fair. Like I will never debate that shit because it's like,
I mean, what's that quote I have about when America swings its dick? Either you feel the shaft or you catch the breeze.
Like, yeah, so it's like if somebody was like, hey, I don't like how America, handles weapon dealings and all that stuff. It's like, that's fair.
You know what? You're right.
You're right. What am I going to debate that for? It's facts. Like,
you got it. Like, I can't argue with.
But it's the opposite too, because when people talk about like, oh, this person got kicked out of the country because they had marijuana, and people here in the States talk about it's just marijuana. I'm like, guys, you're not, that country has zero tolerance on marijuana. They're not the US. You have to recognize that. You can't just say it's bullshit. They have rules just like we got rules. It just is what it is.
We can now on that same note, we can talk about how their attitude towards pedophilia and lolicon. We can talk about that.
Oh yeah.
we can bring that up.
Oh, trust me. Look, that's why it's like I never like. I think when you remember when Metal Gear was it 5 came out, right? And it was that whole conversation about quiet in the character.
Oh, yeah.
And like I understood it because it's like that's Japanese sensibilities. That's how they had the women dressed up. It is what it is. But I understood why people, women in this country felt a ways about the portrayal. And it's like, that's fair. It is what it is. I get it.
Right. Now, what also killed me about this conversation, bro, is like people were bringing up like false equivalency. Because I think the actor for Saber, he got caught underage smoking because he was caught outside like somebody's house, or was it a club or something?
I think it was a club. I vaguely remember, but it was a club though.
I remember the picture because he was dripped the fuck out because he's always dripped the fuck out. Crouched down with shit. I remember this picture clear as day. He was crouched down, dripped out with the fucking cigarette in one hand. But anyway,
damn.
He had to go on a fucking apology, throwing stuff on the sword. But also his agency backed him the fuck up. Which again, the girl who plays sumo, she was just left to fucking die on the vine.
It's like, F you, we ain't doing shit for you. And I'm like, God damn.
Right. Fucking bullshit. And then I saw somebody on Twitter say, it's not fair how Japan, treats some of their female performers. I go, that's true.
That's very fair.
That's very fair. And then they went, I can't believe, Toho, the guy who played Amuro Ray, like he groomed and sexually abused. Like, whoa. First of all,
Chill.
First of all, that nigga is persona non grata. Like, hold on, let's pump the brakes right here. Don't start this man versus woman bullshit with that. Hold on, dog, because that shit came out. They threw that nigga under the wheels of the bus.
Oh yeah, he was gone. He was
virtually all his roles.
Hey, listen, they got him the fuck up out of here like that. They were like, "Oh no, we are not doing this."
They were like, "He did what in 2020? What? I think the fuck not. Get him out of here. Get his bum ass up out of here."
Prime. That is the quickest I have seen somebody get the fuck up out of a job in an instant ever.
No, we're not talking about Gokai Silver, chat. My bad. No, he got the fuck up out of there too.
When they said, because what was it? What was it? He was he like scamming like senior citizens?
Yeah, he was scamming senior citizens, saying like he was illness and like getting them to send him money and shit.
I think the next thing that they did was marvelous, where they had the Gokai just there. They had to blur out whoever was his stand-in for Gokai Silver at that point. I was like, oh, they really got this dude the fuck out of here.
They had to shoot that motherfucker from angles. I was like, you ain't gonna see no guy today, motherfucker.
He is dead to us.
Like, the guy who got what? Got the fuck out of here.
He only lives on in the Gokai DVDs. That's it. That's the last thing you saw.
And you better hide him from us. We come around with a paintbrush. Get the fuck up out of here.
So yeah, it's yeah,
so
man.
Toku, like there's a lot of nuance, a lot of things that people. I feel like there are ways to have these conversations that we're not having them in the ways they could be had.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's one of those things where you can recognize the culture and still kind of be like, hey, you know what, that sucks, and just leave it at that. Because I think once you get, hate to say it, white people in the fandom that do white people shit.
See, look, I was trying to avoid the motherfuckers. You know, they already.
Well, I said it, not you. So hey,
bro, okay, it's still gonna be my fault though. Still gonna be my fault. They gonna come at this.
But you let them say it, Prime. I'm like, you didn't let me do anything. I said it. Oh man, like nah, but it's just because it's yeah. Like I said, I saw that and I was like, well, it is what it is, and just kept it moving. I was like, it's nothing to really
And
add to
also
it.
notice they announced who's going to replace her as the character, the chick who played Oni's sister from Dawn Brothers.
Yeah.
And I like her as an actress. I saw her in a couple of ads. Like, I think is she doing like is she like a makeup spokesperson now? Or am I thinking about somebody else?
I mean, she might be a spokesperson.
Anyway, fantastic actress. I wouldn't wish her in that. I wouldn't wish anybody in that position. Like, that's just not Envia. That's not cool.
No, I wouldn't.
But like, I don't like it, but I gotta commend them on their savvy to cast a fan favorite actress from a fan favorite role to replace another fan favorite actress in a fan favorite role.
I mean, that's if you think about it, that's the entertainment industry in a nutshell. If you're able to find a replacement that will kind of soften the blow of whatever controversy happened, that's better than just getting somebody that nobody gives a fuck about, and then now your ratings go down in the toilet now because people don't like this new actress, and then so makes sense.
They did it better. They did it better than Black Lightning, but I feel like
nigga.
And I just feel like that's a masterclass in handling that shit, man. So we'll see. I mean, again, I don't agree with it. I think it's bullshit, especially when like we only have so many episodes left anyway. Like,
yeah, that's what makes it awkward, because it's like you put the character on the back half of the show. It's like, well, the show's almost done. So,
like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Oh, did you see the memorial? Yeah, boy, in our chat on Facebook, he put it in there. The aura changer from Die Ranger is getting a memorial.
Yes, I did. Yes,
yeah, I might get that.
Shit looks quite nice. Like, all those memorials look quite nice.
And they're priced pretty good. So I never really had a problem with the price point. I think that's, especially in this atmosphere of the economy and stuff, I mean, you're thankful that things haven't went up yet. But it's knock on wood. on that. But
Well,
yeah, the aura changer for sure is there.
similar
Oh,
story.
yeah, go
Similar
ahead.
story that you mentioned that. So when I was in Japan, I bought a Z's driver, and I haven't opened it yet. But I bought
Oh, nice.
I went to the store, and at the same time, I got the Typhoon buckle for my Desire driver, right?
Mm,
So I go up to the cash register to buy it.
yeah.
And the guy behind the camera, he's scanning the Z's stuff because I got the Z's buckle,
Mhm.
some capsules, and the capsule holder. And then I
Okay.
got the Typhoon buckle. And so I'm up there, he's
Nice.
scanning the Z stuff. Then he stops and goes, Sumimasen, do you have this belt? And he's holding the Typhoon buckle. Do you have this belt? And I'm looking at it going, I'm like, yeah, I do. He's like, are you, because he kept holding the Z's driver up with the
Yeah.
Typhoon buckle going, do you have the belt that this goes with? And I went, the Desire driver? Like, hi. And right as he was saying that, right as we're having that conversation, I'm listening to my headphones, and in my headphones, like the song that cycles up next is fucking Trust Last. Bro, I had to keep myself from fucking dying laughing, bro. Because as soon as I said Desire driver, the fucking beat kicked in.
It's like, well, it read you.
Right.
Like,
it hurt me. My goddamn bill.
But yeah, man, the memorial stuff has been dope. I told my boy. So I actually bought the purple boom violet champion jacket. Because I had to get a champion jacket. Yes, I bought it because I was like, you know what?
Photos, my nigga.
Oh no, I will be, bro. Of course, that was a early gift for myself for adulting and getting a new job. So I was like, yes, I deserve.
Congratulations. Hell yeah.
I deserve.
Hell yeah.
Yo, that like when it gets here, I will definitely be taking photos. Cause I was like, you know what, man, those champion jackets are dope. Because there were some folks at Otakon this year. There was a couple of guys that were rocking the champion jacket, and I was like, that jacket looks dope as fuck. Like, damn.
I gotta get me one, man. I gotta get some of them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, man. You know, our boy Omni Ranger Austin, he had the champion red jacket.
Oh shit.
So
clean.
Yeah, look, I already get compliments with the Lightspeed jacket. Even when it's like non-convention, I wear the jacket, especially when it's like raining outside and shit. And people are like, that's a nice jacket. I was like, yeah, great jacket. I like it. And a couple people will be like, is this Lightspeed? Yeah. I'm like, yes, it is. You're a man of culture.
Indeed it is.
See, you're a man of culture. Lightspeed. Thank you. Speaking of which, I took a picture with 3 of the Lightspeed Rangers at Ranger Stop this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am always in awe. Carter, the actor, that dude, he's one of the actors that he genuinely loves that people are excited to see him at conventions.
I'm always excited to see the president. What are you talking about?
Huh?
I said, I'm always excited to see the president. What are you talking about?
True. You're right. I see what you did there. But no, I love that for some of those actors because I think we forget that some of the actors, they're not online enough to see that people like still love their characters that they played in the show. So for him, it was like, I think he knew he had fans, but like when he came to, I think it was at Power Morphicon, I believe, and seeing the amount of people that were lined up to see him, he was just like, oh my God, like, okay, shit. And I love that for the actors when that happens for them. It's always a good thing.
Right. Like a homeboy who played Cam. Like, I think he was generally like shocked. Like, nah, dude, you are one of the fan favorite all-timers, bro. What?
Yeah, he's been out here being
come get your fucking money.
He's out here being a dad, and then he's like, I just came to the convention, and oh my God, people like him. Like, dude, like you were a dope character.
Bro,
like,
you are a fucking you are a rock star, bro. You are a fucking one of the like top tier echelon of characters, bro.
He's a very nice guy. Like just talking to him when he was signing my book, like he's a very chill guy. Like he definitely, if you go onto his IG, he definitely settled into like regular family man life in a way to where it's like, okay, I'm back in the convention. It's like, oh, people want to see me. All right, cool, shit. So I'm always happy to see that. Yes, the Captain America of Power Rangers. You're right. Oh man, but yeah. So we are here to talk about Car Ranger, and it's wild with Car Ranger because Car Ranger was basically kind of the equivalent. It's basically the equivalent of what Power Rangers in space was to Power Rangers in the sense that Car Ranger saved Super Sentai, and I had to read into why that was because I was like, Car Ranger is the thing that did it. And then when I read into it, and I was like, oh, so this was like the Power Rangers in space, their Power Rangers in space, where it's like, hey, if this shit fucking doesn't work, it's done.
Right. And people, like you say, people look at you crazy when you say that because, like, around the time, like, which is actually kind of crazy to me because, like, Car Ranger came after like Kaku Ranger, which is phenomenal. O Ranger, which is really good, and so like you got like this string of shows like in a row: Die Ranger, Kaku Ranger, and O Ranger, which I think are all really good.
Yeah.
But a lot of people apparently in Japan don't agree with us.
The ratings apparently were like abysmal for especially O Ranger. It was just like it was terrible.
Which sucks for O Ranger because like O Ranger, like the product we got wasn't what the showrunners envisioned. So like O Ranger, like the beginning half that showed the invasion and like the last like 6-7 episodes.
Yeah.
Like that's what the whole show was supposed to be.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be that.
And so like due to that was it the terrorist attack or was it the natural disaster? Which one was it? I forget.
I think it was a natural disaster, I think.
It wasn't a terrorist attack. Anyway, so like that got sidetracked because too much shit, because whatever happened. They had to like change tones, whatever, which is, you know, sometimes you got to retool shows on the fly. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Tran attack. It was a terrorist attack.
Yeah,
and so like had to get retooled, but like the ratings and strangely enough, like the toy sales weren't that strong, which
is shocking considering if you look at O Ranger by itself,
a lot of those mechs were kind of cool.
Thank you.
Like I get maybe like
because O Ranger had like 4 mechs total for that series, right?
Yeah, so I had the O Ranger Robo, the O Blocker,
O Blocker,
the Pyramid, and
Tor
Gunmajin.
Yeah. So it was about 6. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. They had a that is shocking.
And I get maybe O Ranger Robo not being that popular because like sure, I get that. Yeah. But like O Blocker's cool as fuck. Red Puncher's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Gunmajin is cool as fuck to me. Especially like the role play weapons. Like I love the weapons to form. They form their cannon. I love that big ass red cannon they have. Yeah. Right. So like I don't know, man. I love the O bracer. I love the transformation device. I love the go. Like so. I don't know, man. Maybe Japanese kids
Japan was just like, nope, not at all.
They're like, nah, we good with that shit. We might not like it, but apparently Americans love that shit in Zeo, so it is what it is.
Hey, that was a big deal and stuff. But like, so Car Ranger was basically basically an homage to all things Super Sentai. Basically, so it's more or less parody, like, in a way.
That's kind of the spirit of it.
Yeah.
I would say as a parody or also a homage because I think this was like
it's more homage than parody. Yeah, it's homage. It's very the show. The show is very silly, but it's very tongue in cheek silly that it actually you are entertained by everything that's happening.
Right. I would say the tone for it is more like surreal and abstract with some of the absurdist jokes. I would say the best analogy for it is like Batman 66. So on the kid
I love
level,
Batman 66.
Right. Me too. So on the kid level, you can see like, oh, this is the most serious thing ever. Like the kids can see that and they can see the drama and the adventure and the fun.
Yeah.
But it's also for the adults operating on the other level of a lot of these are some really absurd and like self-parody jokes. Like we can see that level too.
Like because it's like it's funny. So like one of the funniest shits ever. So VRV Master, aka the Phantom Ranger in our show, right? Now, I didn't see Car Ranger until like maybe some years, like I want to say like maybe like my sophomore year in high school when I had access to like high speed internet. I was able to watch Car Ranger. But like the Phantom Ranger, I knew it was based off of the character in this show, but like I'm thinking this character, okay, if Power Rangers made him this big important person, what is he like in the Sentai? And then you're watching this show, and it's like VRV Master literally is just a guy that just gives the Rangers their weapons and then pieces out afterwards. That's it. That's his purpose. And I'm like, huh, I'm not mad at it, but it's funny in a way.
Right. And I also like love like the fucking jokes with him when they were like, we can't trust you. And they did like the family, well, not family, yeah, it was family. Yeah, it was a Family Guy style flashback when they go, wait, I remember when Dapu said to us,
Yeah.
bro, nigga. So like, look, you know me. I've been a Car Ranger trooper for like forever. This is one of my favorite Sentai. I love this show to death, bro.
No, I know. Look, rewatching it for this episode, I never hated Car Ranger, but I think you know what it was? I think it was the episode in Gokaiger that was like, it kind of sparked me to go back and watch Car Ranger again, and I appreciated it and stuff. And then rewatching it again for this show, I liked it even more because it's like, all right, these jokes are they're basically it. Like, okay, so the characters, they run a shop, right? And the way that they actually end up gaining powers, or at least transforming and all that stuff, is that Dap fakes his death, that he gets killed. And it sparks the folks to transform and, be Car Ranger and stuff. And then all of a sudden, once they do it, he wakes up and is like, oh yeah, I wasn't dead.
He hops up like, oh, good, damn. We should have put him on in the first place. I wouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, but it's funny to me because it's like you took this series again. It's a trope basically in a way where it's like you gave us the sort of super serious moment that we've always seen in Sentai, and then now you twisted it and turned it into, oh, it was just a joke to get you guys to kind of do your thing. So we're good, right?
Right. So y'all, you got this. Or like how they were complaining the whole time when the Red Ranger's like, man, I only make X $1,000 a year, man. I can't be doing this shit too.
Or even
what do you say? What do you say? Was it 1,900, like 19,000 including tax?
Yeah, when he said including taxes, I was like, all right, bro.
I was like, God damn, no wonder he's so fucking skinny.
Hey, but you know what though? The one thing too that I like is the fact that you have the Red Ranger, Kyusuke. There's an episode structured around it where he's basically enforcing his whole like, I'm the leader, I'm the Red Ranger, to the point to where he ends up taking over the other Rangers like sort of job duties, and it extends out to when they're fighting the grunts, and now he's just like, oh yeah, I got these grunts, bam, and just beating the shit out of them and stuff, and just taking everybody's fucking kills and stuff. I was like, all right, that's actually pretty funny.
It's fucking hilarious. And I also like that it was funny, but also like a character moment for him.
Yeah.
Because he was dealing with like VRV Master saying like, you're the leader, so you gotta like step up to be the leader. Like they count on you. And like he has like fucking trauma with that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. The show balances all these dramatic moments, and then they hit you with that. It's like, oh, okay. But you get why he's overcompensating and stuff. But I did enjoy the fact that you have all of them owning a garage, and you actually see them doing their work in the garage. It's not just a garage in terms of just the face value of it. They're actually doing work.
Right. They like you can tell what each one of them were doing because they were constantly doing their fucking job. Like that's somehow the episodes start a lot of times where like they're like, oh, I gotta go make a delivery, or oh, we gotta go test this thing, or oh, I gotta go to this business meeting so we can get this contract deal. So like really like that element of it.
Yeah.
Another thing I would say, like watching this show now and looking back at a current Sentai, to me it feels like a lot of the DNA to what Sentai will become is like kind of here.
Well, I mean, that makes sense because I mean, you think about the fact that if this show was the thing that saved Sentai, of course they're going to use all these ideas because it's like, well, if it worked in this show, we got to use it in another season because after the season was what, Mega Ranger. So now you're taking some of the stuff that you did in Carranger and you actually see a bit of stuff that they did in Carranger in Mega Ranger, the next series, especially the dynamics of the team, because now the team is in a school and they all like know each other, and so there's that camaraderie there. It's the same as in Carranger, so it makes sense.
I was also thinking a lot about as well, like some of the tone where it's like how the scale is balanced and the serious and the humor, like how that moves a little bit more, as well as how like, and I think somebody on Twitter, I think it was CD on Twitter, they were pointing out how doing that discourse about, I don't know if you saw this, but there were a lot of discussions going around about how the public in Japan perceives Sentai as a children's show, right when they were talking about the reasons why the girl who plays Sumo was fired, and about like, you know, being Roma and all that. And so like they pointed out like, oh, is that one of the reasons why the monsters in Sentai now are not really like threats, but more like public nuisances? And like,
I didn't think about that.
You see this in Carranger, like the monsters like really didn't kill anybody. They're just more like causing like public disturbances and shit.
I mean, look, but that's what makes the series interesting, because it's like when you look at the makeup of all these monsters, you're kind of like, so they're more foils than villains. That's really all it is.
More Team Rocket than Giovanni.
I mean, look at the main villains of this series, you know, and stuff are basically they're villains, but like they have a measure of like characterizations to them to where
they're not psychopaths. They're just, like I say, public nuisances. They're like teenage gang members, more or less.
Like there's a moment where Zamoda is basically saying how, oh, me and Garage, you know, we're best friends, we're BFFs, and my man sits there and opens up that briefcase full of money, and he's like, yeah, I don't know this guy over here, so I'm just going on and take this money and just bounce. And I was like, dog.
Comedy fucking gold, bro.
I laughed my ass off when he opened that briefcase. I saw the money. I was like, yeah, he going to heel turn on, and he heel turn on his friend, of course. Kind of wish they used that in Turbo. I ain't gonna lie, because
you know there's a lot of stuff in here I wish they used in Turbo, like White Racer.
Oh, bro, okay, White Racer. So obviously, up to this point, Sentai always had like a 6 Ranger, right? So obviously, with the exception of like Go-Go V and was it? Yeah, Go-Go V was probably the only one that didn't have.
Like, the 6th thing, you're like really heavily started with like Zoo Ranger. And we really technically didn't have one in Kaku Ranger. If you want to count Ninja Man, you can. I'm not gonna stop you.
I mean, they kind of technically say he's a 6 Ranger and Gokaiger in a weird way, so that would make sense.
And I mean, and you can technically like count Signal Man. I personally, I would say Signal Man is a 6 Ranger.
In the States we do, but over there it doesn't. He doesn't come off as like think about it like this. They did O Ranger versus Carranger. No, the Signal Man wasn't really. I don't think. Yeah, Signal Man wasn't in that movie, was he? I don't think he was.
Well, CJ, he was studying to be a detective, sir.
I mean, look.
My man, they had time. He got a wife and a kid.
I have to point this out here. I laughed because I totally forgot. You see Signal Man, and I was laughing so hard, I paused at the fact that I forgot his wife and his kid are basically looks the same.
Well, she had Signal like rollers, bro. That shit took me out, bro.
No, it took me out because in my head, it's like, you know how like when you picture somebody like Signal Man having a wife, you think it's just going to be like a different sort of robotic type person, but the fact that she basically looks like Signal Man but with a wig, and his son is basically like a mini him. Like I laughed in a way that's like not picking at it. It's just laughing at like
it's
funny. Makes sense.
It's absurd. It's absurd. It's why it's fucking funny.
It's the absurdity of it. It's just like this makes sense, but it's just funny as the visuals of it. It's like when it's him and his son doing the 3-legged race shit, I fucking hollered. I ain't gonna lie, I laughed.
Dog, when they did that flashback with him in grade school, where it's him with that big ass head and that t-shirt on with the Signal light, bro, I had to bro, I was crying laughing. I was done. I was
It's the
done.
visuals of it that I'm fucking dying over because it's like this works, it makes sense. And I really shouldn't have been laughing that hard because especially like when you get the Ginga Man and what's his face when his kid got killed and stuff, it's like he's just a mini version of him. Yeah, it does make sense. Damn shame what happened to that kid, but hey.
Things happen. Live by the sword, die by the sword, bro. I'm gonna tell you.
Hey.
My little man made some choice. He teach a man how to squabble. I'm gonna tell you.
Hey man, look, that's tragic. He try to pull out the blicky like his dad, and hey,
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Raise your kid better, man. All I'm saying.
But nah, the three-legged race shit had me in tears. But I like how with Signal Man, okay, his whole thing is he abides by the rules of the book. He will not defer from that at all, to his detriment sometimes.
This guy got him caught up twice.
Got him caught up. He was trying to save one of the kids, but he couldn't because then that would violate his rule protocols and stuff. And I'm like, bro, just say, oh, you're following the rules. Damn. That sucks.
Listen, man, you're gonna respect traffic safety RoboCop.
Hey, I love how Turbo actually leaned into that for the voice of
Right.
Luke Centurion. I love it.
Go for it. Use it. It is what it is.
But White Racer is the unofficial Sixth Ranger of Carranger, and I like how with her transformation is basically like Sailor Motor.
I say Sailor Motor.
Yeah, Sailor Motor. That's all it really is. It's like, all right, cool, great. Even to the point that she has a mecha that's a cat.
Wild shit, bro.
Hey, look, it's no different than was it Abba Pink?
Or Juo the Human?
Yes, Juo the Well, the Devil Hunter and Go-Go B. That was the thing. But nah,
I wish they brought that over Power Rangers.
I did laugh though because I like how the actress that played White Racer, you see her, I think it was like episode, I want to say, was it 23, 24 she appeared?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like later on, and like when it gets to like the later early 30s of the show, it's a different actress, but like the show recognizes it in a very tongue-in-cheek way when they see her again. And it's like, yeah, you look a little different now. It's like, well, yeah, that makes sense that you would say that.
Which makes me wonder, are they going to do something similar in fucking Juoger?
I need
Joe
that.
Go Juger.
I mean, look, they already doing it in Go Juger with was it Deca Red?
Oh,
the recent episode with Deca Red, it was a different actor playing that, I guess, a universe Deca Red, which was interesting in a way. So, but yeah, that the White Racer thing, it's always something that's great to watch and stuff. And then look, I have only seen maybe two people actually cosplay this character. It's such a niche character to actually do.
I also love the fact that her wristband had the number 6 on it, just to let you know.
Because, Sixth Ranger, wink, wink. Nod. So were you a fan of, I guess, the mecha of the series?
Oh yeah, I love all of them.
Like which one do you favor more? Do you favor their first was goddamn, I keep messing up the name. Basically their first mech, or do you like the actual like the beefed up rescue versions of them?
So do I like RV Robo or VRV Robo?
Yes. Or is it still just equal to you on that end?
So like I individually like the individual mechs of VRV Robo.
Okay.
But I like RV Robo's combined form more.
I mean, it's very, very simple transformation, so that does make sense.
Yeah, to me, it's very transformery.
Yeah. I did like. Okay, again, this is kind of like what happens when your imagination runs wild and you forget like a lot of the practical stuff. I am amazed that when they show the vehicles when they are having their little fight with the villains and stuff, I was like, these are all RC cars. and I'm fine with this. It works. How did I not catch that this are RV cars, like RC cars that they just rolled on the ground to kind of get close-ups of them actually driving? I'm kind of mad I didn't pick up on that.
Hey man, however you get the effect, that's all that matters, man.
Oh no, it looks dope as shit. It's just like when you recognize how they did it, it's like, oh shit, that's how they did it. Damn. All right, that's actually pretty dope. I think that's what enhances sort of like the transformation sequences and stuff, like the feeling of it actually feeling like they're giant vehicles. Especially like I think the VRV Robo when they actually come out in that little train at the stadium and stuff. It's like I like the actual sort of like the visuals of how big it actually is, because it's kind of similar to what they do in Go V with that mech too.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the super train, with the super train stuff, it's like the visuals of it being big is kind of crazy, especially like the VRV Robo when they show its transformation off and stuff, and it's like, oh, they really are showing you the big scale of how giant it is. So did you have past that, did you have a favorite monster?
I am partial to what they call the Zakugers, the parody Sentai team they did.
Oh yeah. I mean, parody
And
Sentai teams are always good. I ain't gonna lie.
but I'm saying this might be a Power Ranger bias, but I like the Italian pizza monster.
Bro, him speaking Italian and Japanese is fucking hilarious.
The show is so fucking funny, bro.
So also the monsters, they actually go in sort of like alphabetical order. So it's like AA Abanda or something like that, and then it's like ZZ whatever and stuff. It's like going down like the sort of alphabetical list with all the monsters. So it kind of equals out, honestly, to like basically, yeah, all throughout all the episodes, more or less. Which is
including some of the specials, right? Too, because was it SS Sustanza? Wasn't he in the Old Ranger versus Car Ranger?
Yes, I think they brought him down. Yeah, they brought him back. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is actually pretty interesting. I kind of wish they actually put that movie out for all of those team ups, even if it,
I got my fingers crossed that Discotheque or Shy Factor or somebody will get that money off the table.
I mean, look, I probably need to watch some of the movies. I think the only movie I really watched, and it was only because of like where it was at. It was the Kaku Ranger and O Ranger movie that they used for Zio and stuff, because I really wanted to see what was the difference and stuff. And I was like, wow, this is actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, so that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, so I mean, they can probably make it happen, but no, I actually like the Italian monster. Again, Power Ranger biased, baseball.
Yeah, him too. Also a homage to the baseball mask from Go Ranger.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta be honest with you, maybe it is a cheat. I think, Christ, it is kind of sort of turbo bias with some of these monsters. There's a lot of stuff in that. I even said in the episode, you can go back and listen to it. I always felt it was interesting how the second half of Turbo really leaned into what Car Ranger was doing.
And I feel like that's why the second half of Turbo was more successful, because the first half of Turbo was fighting the absurdity of Car Ranger.
Yeah.
And like, just, you cannot, the footage is so absurd. You just
gotta roll with it.
Into it. You gotta roll with it. You gotta make it part of you gotta be part of the joke or be the joke. You gotta pick one.
And I think you know what? I think that second half of Turbo is why I turned around and it's like the appreciation with Car Ranger just hits through. It's like, all right, you know what? That's probably why, because I enjoyed just the silliness of it and it just works. And I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of glad, it's kind of interesting. So with all the characters in this show, because I think even Blackwing even pointed out, Red Racer and Green Racer are literally the goofy guys of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. And everybody still fulfills sort of like their role. Because like I said, you got Boy trying to be the leader of the team. And like I said, the episode where he really kind of shines is like trying to overcompensate and really show off him being a leader. You have with Blue Racer, what episode was it? I'm trying to remember what monster was
when he was the ladies' man?
Yes, the ladies' man. like that. Just all these characters have their moments that it just you really kind of care to see where it goes. Because even the villains, like I said, I brought up earlier, old boy selling his friend out for money. It's funny, but at the same time, I like the camaraderie of even the villains because it was just kind of fun to watch to see. Even if you want to see them lose, you kind of want to see what happens if they actually do win.
Mhm.
You know, so
And you felt bad when they boss rolled through and was treating them like shit.
it's like, yeah, we gotta destroy Earth in order for us to get this road going.
Right. Very, very Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy there, bro. I appreciate it.
I mean, hold on, well, yeah, that is very Hitchhiker's Guide to. Damn, I haven't seen that movie in a minute. But it's a good movie. But nah, it's there. Like I think everything about it, the visuals, the because like I said, I think that's what makes it work too. Is the monsters are just nuances, and you can actually get moments of the Rangers being silly. Because like I said, the pizza monster thing is forever etched in my head on just the idea of that being a thing, being baked in the pizza oven.
Right. Again, Power Range bias, man. Like, I tell you, by the time I got cooked into a giant pizza,
Yeah, that was crazy. And then you got the sentient cars that get tamed, which it's kind of interesting with that. They use them for like the first half of the show, and then they kind of just fade off into the background a little bit in a way.
I mean,
Kind of had hopes. I was like, because they really felt like it was on some Fast and Furious family, and then it's just like, so they're not part of the family anymore. We're not.
or the episode where they fucked up the delivery of the mega laser, and the
Yeah.
Green Ranger was driving the blue car, and it's like, you're still my friend, right? And the car like drove backwards when he tried to touch him.
Oh my god, man, dog! This shit is just
This show was fucking hilarious, man.
dog like that, and man, it's yeah, it's you look even okay, even the grunts. I still laugh. It's like so they're multi. You know what? I'm fine with this. This like I can say you can't really fuck up grunts too much, to be honest.
Do you like the arc with that white one who had like a little story arc going on in the middle of the fights?
I had to time out for a second. I was like, so where are we going with this? I'm actually very curious on what's gonna happen.
I felt bad when he stopped showing up. I was like, what happened to the white one? Oh,
It's like, oh, we're not doing any long-term booking with this one. Damn shame.
He was my goat. RIP, bro.
Oh man. So, but I do, yeah, like I said, overall, even I think was it their boss, was it Balzac that ends up coming in? Like, even that character, you would think even as menacing as it was, he wouldn't be as silly, but he is silly too.
Absolutely hilarious, bro. Absolutely. He's like, yeah, I turned y'all's home into a public trash dump now.
Dog, it's the fact that he actually had a full-blown diagram of what his highway is going to look like once he destroys Earth.
Bro.
Yeah, fucking hot. It's the Hot Wheel loop-de-loops that lost me, bro. I was like, so people just gonna be on loop-de-loops on this highway. This is kind of very weird.
Bro. Tears in my eyes laughing, bro.
Like, what are we doing here, man? Oh my god, man. This is so another thing too. This is more so a piece of information based off of like, getting the DVDs from it. So Carranger was like the last show where they actually had the master's copies on cassettes. Because I think this is the season where they went digital. Well, not really digital, but they were kind of going in that direction.
Digital composites, because I think I remember
digital composite.
Reading like one of the special effects people were like they only had like 2 really heavy shots an episode, and they had to like plan where to use them.
Yeah.
Am I remembering that right?
It's more or less in that direction because of the new style of how they were like doing all the recording. So it's so with them, because I think after that, I think was it Hurricaneger that was when it went into HD, or was it Bokanger?
I think I want to say, well, actually, I think it was all right. So like when they switched like in fully to like HD, like I want to say it was Go Andre actually.
Okay, so if it was if it was Go 100, yeah, that makes sense and stuff. Because so the fact that
and the only reason, hold on, and to explain my math, the only reason I think it's Go Andre is because that's when, wasn't that when the aspect ratio changed?
Yeah, the aspect ratio changed on that one.
When they were, or is that what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about that's when the aspect ratio changed.
Could be that, but either way, I think. But it's kind of interesting that they went into this sort of like digital composite for Carranger, because like on the Shout DVDs, you'll notice it switch over. So when they switch over to composite, digital, the suits and everything gets a little bit brighter.
Mm-hmm.
And basically in like some of the later episodes, it's not really glaring, but if you guys, if any of your guys that's listening to this actually ends up getting the DVD for Carranger, which you should get,
and you should right now. Like matter of fact, call us, get on Amazon and buy that shit right now.
Oh yeah. So I was right. It was Hurricaneger. Yeah. So Hurricaneger was when it went HD. So I was right. Yeah.
Okay. And so it was Go Orange when the aspect, because I remember that, because I remember the footage when RPM didn't match because because that's Go Orange when they went widescreen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because they had to smush the footage because RPM was still shot in like standard television box.
Which I don't know why.
I mean, with fucking Disney.
Yeah, I'm just like, what are we doing here? We're in HD.
Like,
what are we?
What's that rabbit with the clock meme? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
So, like, if you buy this on DVD, you'll notice that it kind of switches over with the little light, with the brightness of it and stuff. But like I said, it's not glaring or anything. But it is kind of interesting, like how you can kind of track where they were kind of like switching up in terms of the visuals of the show and stuff. Because like you can tell that there's very much a lot of like practical effects splashed in with like early CG. Blue screen, green screen stuff. Some of it's good, some of it is iffy, but that was like what, 1996 they did this. Yeah, was it 96?
Yeah, 96, 95, 96, yeah.
Yeah, 96. So it's like, yeah, 96, 97. So it's like for 1996, 1997, it's actually pretty good. It's not bad. Like it's overall still pretty good and stuff. I think some of the stuff actually still holds up. And stuff, if you're not really like a stickler for, these things look so old and stuff, like most people.
Which, grow up. If you are, grow the fuck up. Like I'm keeping it a book. Like get over it. You're blocking yourself out of so much good shit. Like what the fuck is wrong with you?
Just use your imagination, people. Come on. Just do that.
Right. Like, oh, I can't watch this in black and white. Are you 12? Like, the fuck is wrong with you? This was made in 1970. The fuck, and
so you can't do that. Oh man, so the Carranger suits themselves, I always enjoy these suits. If I'm being real, I actually like them. I like the car motif. I like the helmet designs for each of the Rangers that kind of represents different type of vehicles, which I actually think is dope. I never really, like I said, these are like, even like I said, Turbo, obviously, but like even just looking at that, I was like, I actually like that. I actually like what's his face suit better, honestly, just from the
BRB Master.
No, Signal Man.
I was gonna say, yeah, I agree. Signal Man, like
I mean, and like I said, to your point, like the RoboCop motif is what makes it work. Because he's not walking around like a human. He still has like the robotic walk to him still when he's like talking and stuff.
And I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like the Carranger suits aren't my favorite suits. Like I love the helmets.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I understand what the suits are supposed to be, because I can see what they're supposed to be, like the
front of the vehicle.
I get that. I get that's what the suits are, but like I don't hate them. I'm just not a big fan of them, but I love the helmets. Like I can stare at those helmets for hours, bro.
Bro, like I'm hoping I'm not Mandela affecting this. Could the lights on the helmets light up the whole time? I'm trying to remember if it was ever used as that.
I know it was using turbo. Wasn't it using turbo? Am I tripping or am I Go Kaiserin? Hold on.
No, they're using the turbo when they were going in that tunnel. I remember that.
Didn't they light up after transformation?
Yeah.
Or in night scenes?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. In Carranger, I was trying to like, were they?
That's what I'm saying. In Carranger, didn't they light up after transformation scenes and at night? Or am I thinking about Go Kaiser? Was that in Go Kaiser?
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that was Go Kaiser. I'm assuming it is. That's why I was
crazy.
like,
I just rewatched this shit. Now I'm like, I don't trust my memory. Hold on.
That's was like, am I Mandela affecting this and stuff? Because it just watching the whole show, it just goes by in the blur and certain things you pick up. I was like, did it ever light up at night? Maybe it did. I don't know.
Like, am I tripping? Because I thought I remember the helmets lighting up at the transformation when they did like the one when they do like the car spinning out and forming the helmet.
Yeah.
I might be tripping. I might be bugging.
Did you say you like VRB Master though? Or
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's very. Yeah. I'm still trying to think what's the motif of it? It's supposed to be like, I guess,
Metal Hero.
Okay, yeah. It's like Metal Hero. I was like, okay, cool. Like I didn't know if it was like space or something because it's just like when I look at it, I was like trying to really get a picture of what the motif is. Is he like a truck for like or something? I don't know, but I mean, but that also has a very science fiction type suit design. That's what it looks like.
I also love the fact that he's from the same planet as Dep is from, but because his favorite drink is milk coffee, he can't go into hibernation like the rest of his species.
He's addicted to it. He's an addict.
That means my boy is always wired. He's always tweaking.
That man is literally on 100 the whole time, like just done, like
just always locked in.
No, I mean, look, I just think it's funny that his whole motif is literally just delivering, hey, here's your new Zord, I'm out, peace, and that's it. And I'm like, all right, cool, great.
And you would think we'd get like one fight scene with that motherfucker.
Nah, nothing. No, nothing at all. Just that's it.
And you know what? That's fair.
I'm fine with it. I mean, look, we wouldn't get Signal Man doing a kid's homework. We wouldn't get an episode like that, which we do, and it's funny. Watching a robot be solved by math puzzles,
or that episode where he had to take a old boy to cram school.
Yeah,
he got kidnapped,
as they do,
as you do.
But those moments are funny to me because I'm like, this robot guy is being stumped by grade school homework. This is hilarious. Is this what it's like when ChatGPT tries to think? Just saying. These are things.
Questions. You're asking the important questions, sir.
It's the hard-hitting questions, man. Come on now. This is what it is.
I have to know. And if you hear noise in the background, that's just me opening up SH Figure Arts Ryuki.
Yeah, I'm actually, you know what? Watching this show too, it's also reminding me. Did it ever put out an SH Figure Arts of anything from Carranger?
No, I think the closest we got is that Red. The Lightning Collection from Red.
Do not mention that name ever, sir. Do not mention Lightning and or Collection.
My bad. I didn't. Too soon. My bad.
In fact, I got a Red Turbo Ranger, but I don't have the whole team. Thanks. Appreciate that. Like, it's great. It's fantastic.
CJ, they couldn't even complete the teams from their own seasons, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Cosmic Fury, no figures.
I'm saying I'm extra mad about that shit because I just logged into Legacy Wars this morning and they fucking added the Silver Ranger and I was like, oh man, Silver Beast Morphin Ranger, and I was like, oh man, sure would love an action figure of this guy if I could find one.
I mean, hey, it's yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think the last figure arts that they did for any Power Rangers was what, Don Brothers?
No, they just did Boom Boomger. We
Oh, they
just
did Boom
got
Boomer?
King Onger. We got
I didn't-
Goju Wolf just came out, as well as the
Oh,
new Aka Ranger from Go Ranger. They
oh, shit.
announced Go On Red is gonna come out. They announced the new Shinken Red is gonna come out. Oh, sorry. The Go On Red and Shinken Red, they've been shown and displayed, but they haven't announced if they're officially in production. I think. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, they just showed the prototypes. I don't know if they're gonna be officially released or not. They showed off the complete Go Juger team.
Mhm.
Um, fucking Spider Kumans. I think his pre-order is just closed.
Wow.
I think I got two Kaiser, Zen Kaiser Black. So now we moving. Like the question is, are we going to get a full team? Is the question.
Yeah, that's what I always hate when these when these drops tend to happen, because you just sit back and you're just like, damn, can y'all just? I will pay premium for the full damn team instead of piecemealing it out, man. Like this is. But I guess they gotta make money somehow, some way, and they gotta pad it out.
Hit you with that hard Bugs Bunny. No.
He's like, no, you get these ones, and I'm like, there's no guarantee, So but but going back to Car Ranger though, it was a fun rewatch. Like I said, just a lot of the silliness of it. It kind of felt to me like it struck the balance between it could still be silly, but you're still telling an overarching story of good versus evil, even with all that. And I think, and it's kind of interesting. Like we talk about the silliness of certain things, like the fact that on the opposite end, that the silliness and Turbo and all that stuff didn't resonate with folks to where Turbo almost killed the franchise. I don't know whether that just speaks to like the sensibilities of people when they watch Power Rangers at the time, that they couldn't handle the silliness.
Could be.
So, but you also start realizing, at least for me, I started realizing, okay, I see why this thing saves Super Sentai in a way, and them figuring out the do's and don'ts and stuff. So I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Totally understand it and stuff, top to bottom. So yeah. So definitely, folks. I mean, did we miss anything? I think we kind of, because I kind of want to leave it to the magic. I kind of want to always leave it to people without going full spoilers into like, yo, check it out and watch it.
Right.
And
yeah.
hit us up with the feedback.
I feel like somebody's gonna so y'all just not gonna talk about the fact that the villain chick was a porn actress. Like, listen, we're only so much we can talk about.
I didn't want to bring it up.
I mean, I didn't want to either. But I just feel like somebody be like, I can't believe they ain't talk about that.
Look. What do you want me to say? Look, everybody got to eat.
I mean, hey, man, the check's a check, bro.
I mean, it's like, hey, what do you want me to sit there and say? Hey, she fulfilled her role. I appreciate
several of them.
Yeah. She was wearing a lot of belt, crowns in this role here because
sir, a lot of necklaces, sir. Stop that at once.
Hey man, Vandermeer fan belt, Zanette, it was great. I loved it.
Did you see the one where she was when she was an office worker?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure we're on the same page. Okay.
This is why I was like, yeah, I'm gonna let people just watch it and give us your feedback. But now that you brought it up,
let us know.
Let us know what you think.
Comments, questions, and concerns.
Look, man, hey, it's not like she was out here flashing titties and on the show or something like that. Then I would totally understand. But hey,
I mean, they almost popped out a few times.
A few shit.
Was it that fucking episode when they went to that fucking Korean barbecue, bro? I was like, how is this allowed? Like, what are we doing?
How's this the kids show? What's going on here?
I think the producer was like, "Hold on, I'm gonna find this quote real quick."
Hold on, Prime. To be fair, Prime, say that about Divatox. To be fair,
I mean, true, but unless you can show me actual footage of her taking schlong, if you got that, I'll watch it. I mean, if you
hey, that is a fantasy for some fans. You know this.
I mean, there are some differences. Like as a kid, I couldn't have gone, oh man, but for her, I can go. Let me type in real quick, and I can actually find readily video of Zoinite taking the Zoinit.
Question is, which Divatox though? That's the question.
Hey man, can it be both? Can we get
true? Very true.
Can we get a FMF situation going on?
I'm just saying, like, it's one thing when you hit us with Hillary Shepard Turner, and then you turn around and give us Carol Hoyt, and I'm like, is this like a hotter Divatox? What's going on here?
I mean, it's like, to me, it's like, do I want an apple cobbler or an apple pie? It's like, it's the same thing, but like, what am I feeling at that time? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. You know, cause I remember when I saw the opening credits of Turbo, and it was Carol Hoyt, and I'm like, wait a minute, like
who?
What? Huh? I'm not mad at it. This is very sinister. All right, this is shit. All right, cool. Let's go.
And then had the audacity to cover them things up in that fucking white cloak. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Prime. Was she cloaked? You look hard.
I mean. So I had to find this fucking quote. So Toei's chief producer, where did it go? The reason they cast her was like he was influenced by attractive women he saw in other films. Other films, CJ.
Other films.
CJ. Other films.
I'm just laughing.
Is he one of us? Was he
clearly?
Are you a man of culture as well, there, sir?
I'm sorry. Like, hey, look, man. People ask, and ye shall receive. But that is funny. Granted, I wish he didn't explain himself. He should have just been like, I don't have to explain myself. I did it.
He just been like, she the best for the role. Really? But then like any way you answer that, you can be like, really, bro? Really, bro?
Don't lie to me. I know things.
I was going to say, lie to your friends, lie to God. Don't lie to me.
Thank you. Oh my God, man. This is just chef's kiss, man. Like I said, Carranger, just gift that keeps on giving, man. Like I said, definitely recommended. Hold on, let me see what the price of Carranger is on Amazon, just to give people an idea here, because
I think it is 28.
Yeah, 28. Get it? I'm telling you, get that.
I mean, y'all should have bought it when I was telling y'all it was $15 a couple of years ago, but that's not here nor there. I'm not gonna go.
Prime, sometimes people get late to the train.
As I told you so.
It's unfortunate,
but you get it now. It's on sale.
Yeah,
pick it up with also Cocker Ranger, because that's also an excellent show.
Oh yeah. Also good Mega Ranger just completed, so right.
Right. Mega Ranger also excellent. Like matter of fact, just get that whole era. Just buy all of them.
Yeah, Jetman 37. Man,
That's
just saying.
Crazy. Now, did Jew Ranger ever go down? Because that shit was like
33.
It's 33 right now. Okay,
it's 33. Yeah, that shit was like, what, 60?
Yeah, that shit was like hovering like 60, 80 for like a minute.
I'm just sitting there looking at him like, you lost your goddamn mind.
I'm gonna say, you done lost your Bandora ass brain. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man, but yeah, I mean, you have any final thoughts on Carranger?
Other than watch it.
I mean, hey,
I would say it's entirely worth your time. And again, like I say, from an archaeological standpoint, it's very interesting because you can see a lot of what Sentai is doing now. Like,
Yeah.
and I mean, like it blew my mind when I went back to do this rewatch. Like a lot of what Sentai is doing now, a lot of that shit's here in Carranger. Like,
well, I mean, that's what makes it crazy. And that's why I think that's the same thing with me too, because it's just like it's like your third eye opens immediately, and you're like, oh my god. And then you start thinking back and Rolodexing all the Super Sentai that came out after Carranger and some of the stuff that they were doing. It's like, oh my god, like they really cribbed from that show.
copied the whole flow, bar for bar.
Like, it's like Drake
stole his whole flow.
So yeah, what should we do next? That's the thing. Just to give people a surprise or whatever we can do.
That's a good question. And let's try not to like leave them waiting months.
Yes, I know. That's definitely not gonna happen. I'm trying to think of.
Got to give them a good Christmas present at least, like we did last year.
I know. Yeah, it has to be good. I'm trying to think.
We'll figure out something. We'll think about something. We'll talk off air.
I say between now and then though, if you want to, Gridman, and then we have another one we could do as like.
I was just thinking like we haven't done. I thought we did Gridman. Or was it SS Gridman?
No, we did SS as Gridman. We didn't do Gridman OG.
Oh, I thought we did. All right. Nah. Now I was also thinking because it was just put on Crunchyroll. They just put the Fudo PI movie. Like
damn, we should do the Fudo PI. You're right.
We should do Fudo PI and talk about the show and the movie and the manga.
Yes, we should do that. Yes, Fudo PI. That could be good. That would definitely be good.
So we'll do that. We'll do the show and the movie. Okay.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, Fudo PI. Yeah, Fudo PI. That works. What a time, Prime. What a time. We even in anime, we're getting Toku. It's crazy.
I was gonna say, can you imagine if you told this to us 20 years ago?
Be like, get the hell out of my face.
Like, you a fucking liar. Oh, have you been watching Tojimo Wants to Be a Kamen Rider?
Bro, dog.
That shit is so funny.
I was fucking laughing. My God. You know, okay, here's the sick part, Prime. Here's the sick part. This show, it's like it's carrying the same energy that this new season of One Punch Man is trying to achieve.
You know, I haven't watched this new season of One Punch Man. I am caught up on the manga, so I know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched the anime yet. But I've been hearing like absolutely horrendous things about this season. It makes me
oof. And I'm not even making it up. It's like, yeah, you know. So
God damn.
Yeah, but this one, the ship, man, I was fucking dying, especially when old girl popped into the scene and she punched him in order to take credit for beating up the guys.
Did you see that smooth suplex she hit that motherfucker with?
That was like the Brock Lesnar when he fucking suplex city somebody smooth as fuck. That's exactly what that was.
Bro, I was crying. It took me a second because somebody pointed out, I was like, she's wearing wrestling gear. And I was like, what? And I looked, I was like, oh shit, she is. Yo.
Fucking suplex city, bitch.
Man, and she be getting that shit too, bro. Like that fucking German she hit on that one nigga.
Hey, look, I am loving this show though. I didn't know what to think of it, but then when I actually started watching it, I was like, all right, I'm in. We did. Funny enough, that might be a Morphin Metacast episode too, for sure. Once the show is,
definitely,
man. I might have to get
mad fucking funny.
I might have to get the other guys to watch the show too. I might have to.
Hey, look, don't say shit. Just watch the first episode.
Yeah, just watch the first episode. Just see how it feels, man. So, but yeah, definitely that's definitely another recommend for me and Prime. Watch that.
Definitely.
So, but yeah, with that in mind, thanks for joining in, guys, and we will catch you guys later. Peace out.
Kisses and Wiedersehen, dudes.
Dog, that smooth suplex.